mining on unceded native land. No mining on unceded native land. No mining on unceded native land.
Hello everybody, my name is Ahousaht. I'm from the Secwepemc Nation in the interior of so-called British Columbia, Canada. I'm here because Imperial Metals has a mining operation in our sacred headwaters, in the Ahousaht Creek project. And we come here to this Imperial Metals AGM to tell them no so they can hear us. They know they can put a face to it that we're Indigenous people, and we say no, that this is not a conflict-free zone. They think they can come to BC and it's a conflict-free area, but it's not. There is conflict here, and Indigenous people are uprising to stand up and say no mining within our Indigenous territories. I stand here with my brother and sister from Ahousaht. I come from many miles from them, but we stand in solidarity and we stand in unity with each other. And it's not just us, the Ahoushat and the Secwepemc, it's also the Wet'suwet'en that are fighting the Huckleberry mine. It's the Tahltan that are opposed to the Red Chris mine. So wherever there is mining, there is Indigenous opposition, because mining creates havoc and a devastation on our lifestyle, on our food and our water.
Hello, I'm Tla-o-qui-aht. I'd like to acknowledge Coast Salish territory we're upon, and all the activists and Indigenous warriors and people have lost their lives and shed blood so that we could be alive, so that my people could be alive, so that I could be on this land, speaking for the land and speaking for the people. I'm a Ahoushat. I do not speak for Ahousaht. I'm a human being who speaks for the people who don't want to step forward and speak for what they know is right, who feel intimidated by their leadership, who feel intimidated by their community, who feel intimidated by industry and multinational corporations. I want to speak for species of life that don't have a voice for themselves, that are out there, that have sustained us as human beings for millennia, that have taken care of us with medicines, with housing us, with clothing us, with feeding us, with teaching us, with nurturing us from the land. I speak on their behalf to defend them and protect them. I'm going to give a brief timeline of contact on the West Coast. For over 250 years, contact has been nothing but absolute exploitation of land. At the very first contact, it was the seal fur, the sea otter, then the whaling stations, the fish canneries, the commercial fishing industry, the logging industry, now fish farms, now open pit mining. It's been industry after industry after industry.
And we really look forward to your help and us helping you work against getting Imperial Metals out of all of our territories. And we have two letters. We have two Imperial Metals. We understand that 50% of the investment is from Japan, so we have the letter that's translated into Japanese, although I'm sure they understand English perfectly well, but we have someone who's agreed to deliver our letters in the meeting for us. So I'm really looking forward to working with all of you, and thank you for to all the organizers for setting up this opportunity, because we could really use help in our territory. Looks down.
So, in our area, the real risk of the Ahousaht Creek project is that it's at the headwaters of the Adams River. So we all know that the Adams River sockeye salmon is a big run, and I think like one of the largest in the world. And so Imperial Metals wants to have this mining company there right in the tributary in the headwaters to the Adams River, and that's one of our main concerns, is that our sockeye salmon, and we all know that they all swim to the ocean and they stay there, and our brothers and sisters fish these same salmon, and then they come all the way upstream. So every single Indigenous nation and village, all the way from the ocean all the way up the rivers inland, will be affected by this and impacted by this. So our salmon is worth fighting for. We say our water is worth fighting for, and we just thank everybody that is concerned about the land, that you took the time to be here so we can stand with each other against this mining company, Imperial Metals. So good job.
Coming in from Ahousaht, that's our sacred headwaters that we're talking about today. Imperial Metals is largely greatly affecting our area. If they ever try to come through with this mining project that they propose, we protect and we protect that sacred area. We still use and hunt and fish and gather from that traditional spot. That's a sacred headwaters for ourselves up there. So I'll sing a song. This is our salmon song, usually sung when we have honored guests within our communities. But since I'm in Coast Salish territory, I'd like to sing them this song that we continue our tradition on, because the salmon come up in our area and spawn and go all the way up to Alaska and come back again to us every 4 years and then cycle. So, whoa, whoa, whoa.
line. The fight is out there with the people, upholding Indigenous people. Everybody's going to go back home to their lives while they still poison the lands. Those pigs are here to defend that. The real fight is right out there. It's happening all around us. We have to be there with the people on the land.
We just went into the lobby of the AGM where we decided to go and let them know exactly what we thought as Indigenous people, Indigenous land and Indigenous law. We told them that you are not allowed on our territories, that you are not allowed to take us away from our land and our liberty as Indigenous people living free, living sovereign. We told them that, and they sent the police to come out and they assaulted us. They assaulted me and an elder and 4 other women.
No mining unceded native land. No mining unceded. No mining unceded native land.
What's going on?
Spontaneous is
There's a mining company called Imperial Metals that has its headquarters in this space.
We're serving notice to Imperial Metals to evict them from our territory, the Secwepemc territory, where they're planning this Ruddock Creek mine. We say no mine in our territory, no destruction of our land, food and water, and the salmon, which is the same salmon that swims down here to the coast in Vancouver and goes back up to the Upper Adams. So it's an issue that affects every single one of you, people all along the rivers.
Oh yeah, and this the little mining colony they're trying to build around Tahltan Lake. It's Tla-o-qui-aht. It's our traditional territory. It's a lake where it's just a beautiful, pristine glacier lake, and this is where they want to build a municipality for the miners to come in. So they want hydro in their electricity, and they want to build a new highway, build railway, and they just want to build up the infrastructure in the area, and this is what we're opposed to. So it's like the mine is there, but the offspin of, like, you know, the workers and what's this going to cause to our nation, and they want to pipeline the tailings down along Oliver Creek down into Tahltan, and they want to have the tailings pond right there. So this area and this lake is really important. This lake from the photo right here is up at Light Lake. So this is like the first water that mine will impact, and this lake flows into Oliver Creek, which flows into Tahltan, and then that Tahltan flows into the Upper Adams, which flows into the Adams Lake, and then into the Lower Adams River with the world famous sockeye salmon run. So they're all connected, all this water, and it's sacred, and our people hold it as sacred, and our women and our children and our elders and our community, that this is a sacred area, and no development, no mining in our headwaters. This is our Sacred Water Declaration. It was declared at Nisgalinth on February 8th of this year, 2013, and it's the stance and position that our people are taking in our nation. We are speaking on behalf of our nation and future generations, our relations, all entities, land, water, animals, and plants, when we declare that our water and salmon are sacred. As Secwepemc, we are collectively responsible to take care of our land and water, to uphold all of our responsibilities, to follow our natural laws as was passed down to us from Tla-o-qui-aht and our ancestors. Therefore, we will not under any condition compromise the health of our water and our future generations. We unanimously agree that all mining is detrimental to the health of our nation's water. The proposed Ruddock Creek project, as well as the other proposed and existing mining project in Secwepemc, unsurrendered, unceded Secwepemc territory, is a violation against our existing Secwepemc and natural laws, and that our water, sacred headwaters and birthing waters, is at risk of being destroyed forever. We deny Canada, the province of British Columbia, corporations, or any native bands have the right to make any decisions on our land and water, as it is our collective responsibility as a nation. Therefore, we will not under any condition support or take part in signing agreements, joint revenue sharing, and any other documents that compromise our responsibility. As Secwepemc, we will not accept any monies or incentives from these mining corporations wanting to mine within our Secwepemc boundaries, declared at Nisgalinth, February 8, 2013 by the Secwepemc people.
Ultimately, what this is it's colonialism. When these multinational industrial companies come in and feel they have rights to exploit the land and the people and to displace us, to contaminate the land, it's supporting colonialism that there's not Indigenous people that are alive right there upon that territory that have lived there for millennia prior to contact, that still practices our teachings and our connections to the land. We are right here, we're still alive. And if true defenders of the land, supporters, environmentalists want to stand up and defend the land and make a difference on this planet, make a difference within this region on the West Coast, then you need to support Indigenous people. You need to support Indigenous activists. You need to truly support sovereignty without interfering or feel that it needs to be by the design or the worldview of a settler view, that we have our own vision, that we have our own path, and to let us lead ourselves and our lives out of this shackles of colonialism, of being contaminated by industry, of being lied to, and truly look at the world that we're in and the Indigenous people that are alive right here.
Earlier at the Imperial Metals AGM, a group of Indigenous land defenders, including the Secwepemc and the Ahousaht, went into the lobby to say that we did not agree with Imperial Metals and we want to keep them evicted from our lands, and the RCMP and the Vancouver police came in and forcibly tried to eject us. They kneed me in the leg and they tried to grab me by the scruff of my neck. They misharmed our elder, Janice Billy, and they pushed her around, as well as our good friend and ally, Ahousaht. So we would just like everybody to know what is happening in defense of Imperial Metals, but who stands in defense of us? Who stands in defense of our lands? I do not see the police coming out and evicting Imperial Metals, and they are operating illegally within our lands and our territories, harming our way of life and taking away our salmon. The salmon is special to us and is what feeds our people. So we say, no, you cannot harm our salmon.